Hello there and welcome all of you to my first video. Basically, my first lesson I will be teaching. A small introductory, which is a small introduction. That is, I will be teaching from starting from the grade 10 local syllabus maths book. So, in our first chapter, we have perimeter and then so on. So, I plan to cover up all the lessons of grade 10 and uh, grade 11 hopefully. So let's hop into the lesson. So what is perimeter? The definition, the, the real definition of perimeter is what? Is basically what? Adding all sides of a shape, or you can say what? Plane figures. Plane figures. So for an example, right? Let's just say this shape, commonly known as what? Rectangle, commonly known as rectangle. So perimeter means perimeter means, so according to this definition, perimeter means what? Adding all sides of a shape or plane figures, right? So in this shape, what do you see? What do you see? We have how many sides? Four sides, right? So there is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what? Perimeter means you add these sides. So that is, for example, you see the side number 1, that is 1 plus side number 2 plus side number 3 and side number 4, and you will get the perimeter. So similar like that. So you can have various types of shapes with so many sides. You can have maybe 8 sides, 9 sides, 10 sides and so on. You never know, right? All you need to know is what? Perimeter means adding all sides of a shape or what? Plane figures. So let's move on to some basic shapes and how do we find their perimeter. So our first shape would be the rectangle. And how do we identify, or how do we find out the perimeter of a rectangle? But before I go into that, we need to know how do we identify a rectangle? What is a rectangle, right? So you should know that in a rectangle, two sides are you have four sides, right? You have four sides. Among those four sides, two of them are equal to each other. That means this side is equals to this side and this side is equals to this side. Okay, doesn't matter what it is. If it is 7 centimeters here, it means it is 7 centimeters in here. If it is 4 centimeters in here, it is also 4 centimeters in here as well. Got it? So no matter what the number is on each side, uh, you can easily identify one length if you know their opposite length as well. For example, if I were to simply tell you, right, uh, let's just assume this is what? 10 centimeter, right? This is 10 centimeter and this is, let's say, maybe 4 centimeter. Okay, just the previous number again, 4 centimeter. So by just looking at this figure, you can easily identify this guy is centimeter and this guy is centimeter, right? This point to this point and this point to this point. Got it? So we know what is it, since these guys are equal, because you can see it, right? In rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So what is it? It's 10 centimeter and here it is 4 centimeter. Opposite sides are equal. Got it? All right. So for an example, how do we find the perimeter now? So if, like I said, this is 10 centimeter, this is what? 4 centimeters, right? So the perimeter of this, so the perimeter is what? Since you have one side, you can see right here. So see, perimeter means you have to add all sides, right? So you have to add this and this. So that is what? Two lengths. So that you can say what? L plus L. And then what else do we have? We have breadths. Okay, breadths. Breadths, right? So what are they? How do you apply the formula? It's simply plus breadth, right? So this is the normal formula when you're finding a perimeter. Okay, basically adding all sides. Or you can simply go like this as well. You can use what? Or, or, or what? 2 times L and 2 times breadth. Sorry, 2 times breadth. So what do you see here? In the first method, you can simply just add it, 10 plus 4 plus 10 plus 4. Or you can simply what? 2 times the length. See here? This is length, no? One length, right? 2 times the length. So how many sides are same? Two sides. But one side, that is 10. So uh, 2 times 10, that is 20, no? That is 20. 2 times 10, sorry. 2 times 10 is 20. And then what about the breadth? Okay, breadth also you have what? Two breadths, which one breadth which is 4 centimeters. So 2 times 4 is 8. So when applying this formula, you just simply have to add it. 20 plus 8. What will that give you? 28. So the perimeter of this figure is 28 centimeter. Right? Hope you all understood how to find a rectangle's perimeter. Moving on to square. How do you find the perimeter of square? Before that, you all need to know what is a square, right? So square basically means what? It's a shape in where all sides are equal. Okay, doesn't matter how big it is, doesn't matter how small it is, right? Doesn't matter the size, right? Basically, it's basically saying all of these sides are equal. All of these sides are equal. Got it? So there is nothing much to explain here. All you need to know is what? It's formula. Ne? For example, what? Perimeter. What's the perimeter formula for this? Normally what is L plus L plus L plus L, no? That's the normal way we do it, right? But if you want to speed up the process, what's the other method? What's the other method? You can use what? 4 times L. Why? Because you have 4 sides. See, and since in a square all 4 sides are equal, even if you just know this, if this is 5 centimeter, this guy is also 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter, and this is also 5 centimeter. Therefore, hence you can use what? This formula. So what? 4 times 5 will give you 20. So the perimeter of this figure is 20 centimeters. Right? So let's move on to the next figure. So in triangle, basically there are no formulas you need to follow, but what you need to know is what? Perimeter, right? Perimeter of a triangle is sum of all sides. That's it. What does it mean by sum of all sides? You just need to add this side, and this side. But now do note that triangle doesn't mean it comes always in an equilateral triangle. You can have isosceles triangles, you can have right angle triangles, and then many other more triangles, some obtuse triangles, or maybe an acute triangle, whatever it is, right? It's not always the same value. Okay, you will get different values, but all you need to know is what? Perimeter of triangle is to sum the all sides. And the meaning of sum means what? Basically to add. So add all sides. How many sides? 3 sides. So whatever the value is, just add them, right? Let's move on to the next figure. So our next figure is the circle. So how do we find the perimeter of circle? It's simply like this, right? I'll just first show you the formula and then I'll teach you why. Perimeter is what? I don't have that symbol, so I'm just going to write it down. It's what? 2 pi r. So what is 2 pi r? Why and what is 2 pi r, right? First of all, you need to know in a circle, right? Let me just get a perfect circle. I don't have to explain like this. Okay, let's take a big one, right? In a circle, from one point of a circle, right? Let's take this point. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's just take this point, right? Yeah, let's do it like this. From this one point of a circle to the other end of the point, but remember it should pass the center. If so, this whole line, that middle line, this whole from this point, okay, not here, this point from one point of a circle to the other end of, to the opposite end of the circle, passing through the center is called what? What is it called? Diameter. It's called what? Diameter. But what is a radius? Suppose I want half of this, right? So let's say any line, right, from the center of the circle. Let's take a line. Yeah, any line from the center of the circle to any point of a to any line of a circle to the end of the point, end circle, right? Is what? Is radius. Okay, it can be from this point, or it can even come from here or here. Basically, what radius means, from the middle point to the to one of the endpoints of a circle, or either way you can say what? Half of diameter. Okay, the half of diameter is what? Radius. For example, if I were to tell you the diameter of a circle is 14, the half of the radius will be 7. If diameter of circle is 10, the radius is 5. Sorry. So if the diameter of a circle was 10, the radius is 5, and so on, right? Basically what? Basically saying what? Diameter, okay, d, half of the diameter is what? Radius. So when you're getting the perimeter of a circle, you really have to use this formula, right? And in case if some of you all don't know, the value of pi is what? In fraction it is 22/7, right? 22/7, or if you're going to use decimal, is what? 3.142. Correct? Those are the values of pi. Right. So now what have we learned so far? Right? So we have learned that in rectangle, the formula to find out perimeter is what? Length plus breadth, or 2 times the length plus 2 times the breadth. Please don't get confused here, right? You know, some guys, I'm pretty sure they will mix up with this what? They'll put a multiply and get some huge number and mess up their equation, right? You will probably get a 3 question mark in your paper, right? Please don't do that. Always remember, remember the concept of perimeter. That is what? Adding all sides. So adding all sides means what? Now if you look at this formula, it is what? 2 times the length. Because from if you have this length, if you know this length, you can simply multiply into and you'll get what? This length and this length in together, right? The total of those two lengths. And then 2 times the breadth means if you have one length from here, you can multiply into 2 and you'll get the length of this and the length of this together, right? If you multiply them by 2. So if you add both of them, you will still get the same answer, the same perimeter. Again, if you use this formula, right? Then square, right? What about the square? We have learned that all sides of a square are equal, and hence, even if you know one side of its length, you simply can what, add all sides and get the perimeter, since they are the same, pretty much the same in all length. If it's 5, then all sides are 5, right? Or you can use the formula 4 times the length. So what, for example, just to give just to show you, right? 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 5 is 20. So 4 sides. Or you can multiply it by 4 directly. 4 times 5, 5 times 4 is still 20, right? What about triangle? So triangle, like I said, there is no formula, but you can use the perimeter concept. That is what, adding all sides or sum of all three sides. In circle, yes, you have a formula, that is 2 pi r. Do not forget the value of pi, which is 22 over 7 as fraction. Or if you are a psychopath and you decide to take the psychopath route, 3.142. All right. Yeah, that's it. And please do your review exercises. I will be solving all review exercises, and will be uploading the answers and how to do it in my next video. So thank you all, and see you all in the next.